Good morning. Today is the 6th day of the 100-day Water World Challenge. I still feel pretty sick. My lungs are pretty congested, but otherwise I feel like I'm in good health. I'm definitely in good spirits. We got a good night's sleep last night. We had an amazing meal. We've got Nicole here trying to cover up this morning. And we were watching a beautiful sunrise. It seems to have gone, but look at that water. Whew. We are out in front of a very remote reef that we took refuge behind yesterday. We were gonna just motor immediately to get back to our little home anchorage, but we decided that we're gonna stay here today to rest more, to let the ocean settle more. And we're also gonna dive what's called Molasses Reef right out here. It's this really big reef that sticks up in the middle of this very big, fairly deep bay, like a 30-foot bay, which is deep for the Bahamas. And yeah, that's the plan. We're then gonna motor off back to our home anchorage so we can do repairs and video editing and get back to like living. So it's kind of funny that it's gonna take us 6 days from the beginning of this challenge to actually be doing what we actually wanna do, which is be anchored up somewhere in paradise and chilling. Nicole, how does all of that sound?
Sounds great. I'm so excited to chill in an anchorage for a couple weeks.
And not be out sailing?
Yeah, because my boat, I can't stow everything properly on my boat. So whenever I go sailing, everything gets thrown everywhere.
Just goes flying.
Yeah.
I love this angle of you because we've got you and then your sailboat right there.
Oh yeah, that's great.
It works out so perfect. Yeah. What are we having for breakfast this morning?
Sunny oranges and then homemade granola bars, green tea, sleepy time tea, and I think that's it.
And journaling.
And journaling. Got
our journals. We're gonna do some journaling. Welcome to the 100-day Water World Challenge, an experiment in alternative ocean living, where for 100 days I cannot use money to buy food, fuel, dockage, parts, or anything new. I'll need to catch, harvest, grow, sprout, or hunt for my own food. And when things inevitably go wrong, I'll have to use my wits and ingenuity to figure it out. A combination of a Bahamas dream vacation on a budget, the ultimate apocalypse survival strategy, and an eco-friendly solar punk way to live. This is the 100-day Water World Challenge, a Bahamas adventure of a lifetime. Go do some spearfishing later. We can it'll be our first time to actually be able to go spearfishing. Are you excited for that?
I'm so excited. Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's a pretty big reef out there too. I mean, but it just barely breaks the surface, but it's got to be like 1,500 feet long and it just comes up from 30 feet, so it could be really good. So cheers to diving. Woo. This beautiful water. And this is a cloudy day. And just imagine when the sun is out. This water is just crystal clear. Can't wait. You happy? You happy about that?
Happy.
Crystal clear water and lobster and everything else?
The only reason I'm still here. No, just kidding.
Oh, I knew it. All right. This is it. Finally, the first spearfishing mission. This is my very trusty Headhunter Nomad roller pole spear. This thing pushes a limit on what you can do with a pole spear spearfishing. Obviously, a spear gun is just infinitely better, but in the Bahamas, you can't do that. So it's all gotta be on pole spear. This is what I go with. And yeah, it has gotten me fish that there's no way I could have gotten traditionally with like a normal pole spear. So just that little bit extra and just the grade of what's made of and everything. It's fantastic. Love it. Great company. We need to try this spot. We need to know what's here. Nicole is coming on over. Hello, Nicole.
Hey.
Look at you looking cute. You ready to go do some spearfishing?
I'm so ready.
Look at what we can see here. This is the stuff that dreams are made out of. I mean, water this clear. I think max diving depth today is gonna be like 26 feet or something. So even with me being sick, I can still hit that no problem as long as I can clear my ears. And little Nicole here, look at you, all ready to go.
So excited.
You are ready, I love it. All right, let's get on. So another thing that's pretty important that Nicole is just remembering is I am gonna be trading her, because we're doing bartering while we're out here. This is the pole spear I first took to the Bahamas. I got a lot of really good fish with this pole spear. It's a solid pole spear. This one's made by a company called Neritic. It's a bit heavier and it's basically fused together now as a one solid piece. So here to Nicole, here is your pole spear. You ready to see me turn into Aquaman Dan?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ta-da. I'm probably gonna overheat this suit, so I'll probably go without the hood. Yep. It's the only way to go. Spit into your mask. This way it doesn't fog up on you when you're out there. All right, here we go. So I unwittingly forgot my my paddle, so I'm doing this. We're just hoping to not bump the very shallow reef right here, but just around the corner it gets much deeper, and that's what we're aiming for. Would you like to spear the first lobster? Nice broad shot. Let's try again. He's coming out, he's angry. All right, Nicole, you can't put the spear against him. You have to give it some space so it can speed up. Do you know how to properly handle that? Huh?
No, I just cut the head off.
Hold it up so we can see. Hold it up, look at that. Look at that monster. Look at these big legs. These would be some tasty legs.
Well, one of them fell off. Should I go grab it?
If you can find it.
I know where it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows how you decide to get up on here. There we go. That works out pretty good. Nicole, congratulations on your first Bahamas kill.
Thank you.
Nice big lobster.
Oh, that's a big lobster.
That's a nice sized little guy, yeah. And
What?
no, it's just like, I was like, it's a nice little guy, but like, no, he is. He would be considered a large one. He looks like a male without checking. Yep, he is a male.
How do you know
actually,
that?
no, hold on. I need to check this one. Yeah, he is a male. Well, the size of his carapace and his front 2 arms tell me, but then to check for sure, the back leg here, if it was a female, it would have a little claw so it could tend the eggs, but he's a male. But the tail, like I said, the tail is small, the carapace is big, and then the front 2 arms are bigger.
Where's the antennas?
I rip them off.
Why?
Because they just get in the way.
Oh.
That meat, I truly believe it's unedible, as much as I hate to use those words. But anyway, so now you need to retrieve this out of there.
Okay.
Good luck. We're gonna help you.
Do I just bust it?
Wow,
That's
he's
tough.
never gonna get out of that, that's for sure.
No.
There we go. Jesus, what did you punch into?
I don't know.
Well, slip tips are good for a reason, folks. They just never come back out. Where is it? All right, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that thing just extended perfectly.
Nice.
At least you know it works well.
It's crazy you didn't kill him right off the bat, though.
No, lobsters are actually kind of hard to kill. I've seen lobsters that had like this whole, like pretty much this wound I've just made. I've found lobsters that had that and didn't die and like grew through it.
Whoa.
Yeah, they just kept going. There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll rinse him and get some lobster guts going in the water. All right, so now the timer is on. So we're only gonna have maybe another like half hour left because we don't want to leave him out in the sun. And I forgot to bring my my kill bag.
Oh.
The other option, which I think we're gonna do, is we're gonna hang him and keep him in the water.
Okay.
So we're gonna figure that out. There we go. So I want you to remember that fish and never eat one.
Oh.
That's a tiger grouper.
Oh, okay.
That's what we've all gotten ciguatera from.
Okay.
Hey, good eye though. That was a really, really good eye on seeing that. And that was a solid fish if it wasn't a tiger grouper, but I would never eat that fish. draft? What is the draft? Like 1 meter? Is it really? Oh, there we go. Sea turtle. I love that. I love how there's just conch under the boat. All right, Nicole, what did you think about your first spearfishing dive with me?
It was a lot of fun once I was able to keep up with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a little salty there for a little bit.
I did, because I was swimming up current with 2 paddle boards, and whenever I dove down, I got further and further behind. And I was like, I want to spearfish with you.
You did spearfish with me.
I did.
You
Yeah.
did, like a whole bunch.
Yeah, but
we had to have a little chat there about
We did.
about somebody learning about, you know, earning
being
their stripes.
passive aggressive. No, I was,
Yeah, it was a big lesson in Nicole's passive aggression.
Yeah.
That's all right. You came around to it, and we ended up. What happened? We got I got us a little pokey grade fish. We were able to feed some neighbors. We saw that sea turtle. Super cool to see that little guy.
Yeah, I've got a lobster.
Oh, that's right. And, oh, you got a lobster.
Yes, after a couple shots.
On your first try, it was all you. That was all you, no doubt. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I'll be honest. I expected to see more at this spot though.
Yeah, it was
Like-
pretty dead compared to the other ones
No,
too.
there's a ton of fish, but not a ton of like ideal game fish. Like, truthfully, there's a million parrotfish there that we could eat them, but it's just not like the ideal fish that we want. And it's so funny that when you're here, you're so picky. But like, if we were back in the DR, like those parrotfish would be you literally you don't see those species.
No.
There's one species of parrotfish that are here that you will see there, and that's what you'll see on the menu, or a very very small snapper, like a baby version of what I got.
We saw lots of stingrays.
Yeah, that's right, the big stingray.
And then the baby jellyfish.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and I realized that I should have shot that mutton snapper like I said I should have.
What were the skinny fish up at the top of the water?
Those are needlefish.
Needlefish.
And I noticed too, they all had like an almost like a rainbow where their belly is. They were all hungry. They were very, very, very hungry
Aw,
fish. So yeah, no.
And we saw a couple sharks.
Yeah, they wouldn't come anywhere near me.
No.
If you notice that, like they started coming in and then I turned towards them. I think they know. I think all the sharks in the Bahamas know this guy likes to go mess them up. So we'll see. It will be cool to get to play with some sharks here soon. I'm sure I'll get my opportunity with a shark that doesn't know any better. So that'll be good. But all right, we're gonna I'm gonna
Look
show
at the lobster.
Yeah, I'm gonna show Nicole how to and you guys how I break down a lobster.
Yeah.
All right, breaking down my wonderful pole spear, which did not get the chance to do what I wanted to with it today, but that's all right. All right, so we're gonna be breaking down a lobster, and the goal with the lobster is to get out of it, obviously the tail with as much meat on the tail, because a lot of that meat retracts into the carapace. We wanna get the legs with their knuckles, so that way the water doesn't cook inside the legs, and then we also wanna get the horns out. Yep, so there's a couple ways to do this. I'm gonna do it the quickest method. Actually, well, you know, I gotta go for the legs anyway. So first off, I'm gonna break the little hinge that's right there. And then I'm gonna break the little hinge that's right in here. There we go. Then I'm gonna take the back here like that. There we go. And now I can see, so I can make sure I get exactly what I want. And that is head meat, so if we want, we actually can take that head meat there. It's actually not too bad. Now that I've got that, I'm then gonna cut from underneath to make sure we get a good clean separation. Just that little membrane right there. There we go, there we go. And there we go. So now we got all the meat. Now, there we go, a little bit of the guts. There we go. Now the poo trail is right here.
Oh yeah.
And I just pulled away most of it. I didn't get all of it, but I'm gonna be splitting this anyway into a lobster monet. So I'm gonna get it out that way. So we're not too worried about that. Let's drop that into the yum yum bucket. All right, cool. So now we've got the lobster in 2 different pieces. And you'll notice I keep one glove on my hand and then no glove on the other. That's so I'm dexterous with the knife, but then I can handle the spiky business here. So I already removed this part of the antennas, but the horns actually have some pretty good meat in them. So I'm gonna cut into them like that. Cut into him like that. And then from underneath as well, like that. Like that. And I got my other glove. There we go. Because the horns are so spiky, and this is where they make the noise. They use this red ridge and they go like this.
Oh, okay.
So underwater, they'll do 2 of them.
Oh, it's so cute.
So what's interesting is they do that when they're distressed. And again, everything out in the ocean knows that. So I wonder what we will have just attracted by doing it. And then there is this head meat in here we could go for too, but it's gonna be a lot more work. Funny thing about, a lot of people don't know this about lobster, these are their eyes.
Oh.
These are not their eyes, these are radars.
Can I see? I can't see under your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, those are the eyes.
These are the eyes, these are radars.
Okay.
They still have motion, they can still see things with them, it still tells them that you're coming in for the grab. But this is what they can actually look and see with. This is also really cool here, the teeth of a lobster. Pretty fascinating. And did you guys know lobsters have their own toothbrushes? They got one for each one here. So they'll eat and then they'll clean their teeth with it, and then they'll eat what they've cleaned their teeth with.
What are the teeth? Where's the teeth?
These
The
2
big white ones?
2 giant things here.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, these are what's chomping away at everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. Whew.
Can I feel them?
Yeah. Ah!
Okay.
You can guarantee I'll do that every time.
Don't do it again.
Okay. Ah! Ah!
Please. Don't clamp down.
Give me your fingers. Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
That's the worst that could happen.
Okay.
Come on, come on. Like really, like. I got you on that one. Anyway, there we go.
Oh, that looks good.
And there we go. And I got the extra meat. 'Cause that's all great meat right there. This though, you'll need some pliers to crack into them. Oh, there we go. That one came out really well. When we pull this out, the meat will actually be horn shaped. It's really unique. Yeah, but you get, besides the tail, that's where you get the next most meat. So I'm gonna give that one back to the fish. I forgot how I normally do this, but trauma scissors are about to make my life so much easier because we don't need all of this garbage. Oh yeah, win for trauma scissors, so cool. But if you look on their gills, they have what I'm pretty sure are gooseneck barnacles that actually grow inside of them. So if you look, all these little things here are gooseneck barnacles growing inside their gills. Actually, you could, but I've never eaten the feeler arms. If you got one that was big enough, you could. The other way too, oh that's right, I think I just normally pop them off. Yeah, because you can just pop them off like that. I think it's important to leave this much, so that way if the water boils, it kind of ruins the meat right here. But we want the meat in here, here, and here. Okay. And we're gonna boil them in salt water, and then we're gonna pop them backwards and pull the meat out. And if it's done right, especially the key is you have to refrigerate them because that, like the meat then contracts away and it pulls out of the shell really easily.
Oh, so you boil it and then you refrigerate it after you boil it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm actually just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do this. Then. If I was really serious, or maybe I wanted to make like a lobster bisque, there is meat like inside of all these knuckles, so let's take a look at this one. Like there is meat in here, it's just hard to get at. So that'd be really good if you wanted to make like a lobster bisque or something. Now we can put all this into the food bucket. This is a bar jack. I just wanted to have a little bit of sushi grade fish today, so I just popped this guy real quick. Alright, and done. What do you think, Nicole? Can I deal with seafood? Alright. boiling these lobster legs in seawater. Seawater, not freshwater, but seawater is the only way to go.
Okay, thanks for the heads up.
All right, we've got the batteries charging while the motor is on. We have the lobster legs chilling out. Nicole is getting off anchor. All right, I'll see you there. About to pull in my own anchor here. Kind of a lovely spot now that it's for only a little bit not so wavy here, but we've only got a couple hours to get there. Let's just get there. I just want to be comfortable. I just want to be stable. I just want to know I don't have to leave an anchorage. All right, we're averaging like 4.5 knots because I'm trying to charge my batteries and I'm a little afraid of my engine right now. It's kind of funny, Nicole and I both have engines that aren't exactly 100%. My coolant still leaks badly enough that if I run the engine for even 20 minutes, I've got to go down and like refill, I would say, I don't know, like 32 ounces of water to put into it, which I don't know what that's doing to the engine over time. We'll see. Pulls up here. What I do for trips like this, though, that I know it's just a motor, is I open up the engine, mind the gap. If you were to forget that's there, it would hurt. And I can see I've still got coolant in there. I think largely because I'm keeping this whole thing open and even the back. So that lets me make sure the temperature doesn't get too hot on this. We're still running fairly low on RPMs. Only, what is that? 1400 RPMs. I think I used to normally run it at like 1800. And I think a lot of people run it at like 2200. But anyway. We're coming up on Nicole here. I'm gonna get nice and close and say hi. Yar, we're coming up on Nicole's boat. Gonna see how close I can get to her. I know she'll really appreciate that. I'm on autopilot, you gotta steer. Go the other way. Turn. Turn. Yeah, that daylight savings thing and clouds are really messing me up. Thank God Nicole today was like, dude, I think we gotta go as soon as we got back with the lobster and fish. So, yeah, there's a good chance we're gonna be heading into that anchorage in the dark. I should be able to navigate it at night as long as it's calm like this. Not ideal to be heading into this spot in the dark. Once we get in, we can just chill, I can relax. I just wanna get there, I just wanna relax. I know Nicole does too. I know she does. I cannot comprehend how fast it gets dark. We still got 3 nautical miles to go. We're definitely doing this one in the dark. Not ideal at all. And there's a little bit of wind now too that's gonna start building up some swell. I just hope we get there. It's not a lot of wind, but yeah, the wrong wave could really put you onto the rock in this one. All right, we're getting close and it's dark. This is what I gotta do. Take my hose, I try not to let it spill. Yup, tell me I'm a terrible sailor. I don't care, I'm getting there. I'm gonna anchor up and I'm gonna go live my life. Phew! All right, maybe I am a bit of a terrible sailor though. Yeah, it is officially dark out. We got to make this turn here in a little bit in the dark and hope my navigation's correct. So recently I remembered I got myself something for exactly this situation. I kid you not, night vision goggles. Not just night vision goggles, but they're actually binoculared in as well, which I don't like for close-up stuff, but today I'm gonna really like it for the far out stuff. I'm about 1,000 feet away from it, so I'm gonna reduce my engine and start working on going in. 15 feet, 16 feet, 13 feet. That's it. Nothing more I can do. This is my heading. If I hit, I hit. 9 feet. Woo-wee, this is dark. Show me those breakers behind me. Holding 9 feet. Getting up to the shallow spot here. I won't even know if I've made it. I literally have no way to know if I made it. Just that I don't hit. There's 7 feet. 6 feet. 5 feet. 5'4", 5'3". If we see If we see 3-6, Nicole can't come in. 5-2, 5-1, 5, 4-9. Come on, come on. 4-9, 4-8, 4-6, 4-4, 4-3, 4-4, 4-5, 4-1. I'm too close to the rocks. You can autopilot off. Oh shit, yeah, I was way too close. All right, changing heading. 4-9. Jeez, this is dark. This is such a bad idea. Ah, not a fan of this. 5-1, 5-2, all right. Almost past the worst. 5-8, 5-9, 6. Now we're talking. All right. Put on a little bit more speed. We're into it now. We're still absolutely blind in here. And made it inside. Gonna try to anchor. Absolutely pitch black though. Pitch black.
Okay.
Woo! Pucker factor 9. Yeah, literally what you see right now is all I can see. I can see these two down here, and then I can see this, and that's it. I am absolutely blind. I cannot wait to be anchored. Yeah, I'll be out there to grab you in 1 second. I just gotta finish a couple things. I'll drop the dinghy and I'll pilot you in.
Take your time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, that was scary, but now I'm here. I'm gonna drop the dinghy. The anchor finally held. Can turn my engine off. Life is good. It feels so good to have that engine off. Feels so good to have that engine off. All right, we drop the dinghy. We go get Nicole. We have ourselves some lobster for dinner. Let's go. Oh, we can see your masthead light. You certainly got close. Yeah, you gotta turn much more to the left. So follow me to a starting point. What's your depth?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's not pulling up.
All right, this is it. Nicole's right behind me. I'm piloting her in off of what I just did. So if she just follows me, she should be fine. The sea state hasn't changed. I think the sea state is like super, super low. I think I gotta speed up. I don't want to get run over. This is it. This is the line. We're gonna find out if she hits or not. Pretty sure she could see me before, but now she can definitely see me. I'm a little mobile lighthouse. There's a good reason why very few boats come here, and this is exactly why. Thankfully, it's on the south side, so it's usually protected, but you can only imagine. So she's over the worst of it right now. Just about there. If we really had to at this point, I would just tip her boat, pull her in. Jeez. I've stopped where I want her to anchor. So we'll get her anchor down, get her set. Let's see, can we see the bottom here? When I was in here last time, I had good sand, and then just after it would have been bare rock if I didn't catch in that. And when I went to set here just a little while ago when I just came in, I scraped across what I could tell was bare rock, because I mean you saw like the line go taut and then just jump right back as it just yoinked the anchor out of it. So hopefully here she can get into some grass, get into some sand. It's okay. You do what you gotta do. How much you want to let out? Gotcha. Nicole made brownies, which is pretty great. And unfortunately, I can't film her again because she's butt naked, and I know future Daniel is gonna hate editing blurs all over the place. Such is life. How are you, pupper? I haven't seen you in ages. Oh, buddy. There it goes. Now what's really good is we can have somebody just hold the chain or feel the chain. I put my foot on it. But either way, we want to see the chain. See, I feel certainly something moving on the bottom, but that could just be the excess chain. But we want to see this thing go straight up, and this is going to be a little hard to do both of everything. Hold on. You didn't tighten it enough. I would tie that off quick. It's about to pull on you. It's just about to start catching.
Okay.
So go back and put it into reverse. That's how she does it, folks. Between a couple of pieces of wood. That's how they do it on Bristol Channel cutters. There's a lot of bugs here that are very happy to see our lights. See, this is what a proper splice looks like. You guys will remember I did not do a proper splice on mine, but it did seem to work. All right, here we go. Now we feel it. We want to feel it hold. That feels pretty good. I like the feeling of that. Also, too, for her safety, I like to know it's really well set. You want to be able to put weight down on it and feel it never give up. Yep, that's good. Eventually it'll come up and then it'll come back down because there's so much weight out. All right, you're good. We did it.
Thank you.
We did it. We're both alive. And Kaijin too. Kaijin, come get your pets. Come get your pets because you're alive. You want to have some lobster? Do you want to have some lobster tonight? We're going to go get your own lobster. We're going to get you a lobster feast. Oh my goodness.
I'll cover up my boobies with this. There we go.
And there we go, you guys. There's Nicole. This is what it's all about, you guys. The Kaijin, the brownies, and the kisses from somebody who's not covering up their boobies.
Nope.
All right, we made it. We're good.
Yeah.
Next stop, dinner. That is not a small lobster tail. That is, I would say, a grande size lobster tail.
Size grande.
Ooh, and you know what? Normally I have to take a knife and I have to like whack this a whole bunch to try to get it to be cut. But you know what I can do this time that's even better? Use trauma shears. We're gonna take the trauma shears, put them in. Oh, it clips these nicely. Be very careful when you're doing this. We're going all the way back to the anus. Mm-hmm. And then on top is the really, really, really hard part. These are just gonna... Wow, there's nothing under the sun that does it like trauma shears. Love them. All right, now that we've got that cut in half, now I can actually just come through with the knife. Wonderful. And there is the rest of the poo trail. If I hadn't gotten that out, now when I cook it, it becomes really obvious and I can get it out, but now it's out and done. We're gonna just cook that thing with butter. All right, so what's really cool about this is the top of the shell, when we go to put it on there, the meat side down, is gonna cook. It's gonna like help hold it all in. And then when we're done, we'll be able to, because all this meat will harden up, we'll be able to just separate it from the shell instantly. So it's kind of like two steaks. There's nothing to really throw out and there's nothing to pick through. Once you do that, it's just pure meat that you can eat. All right, so we got all the lobster juicy goodness. I'm just gonna try to, okay. I'm gonna eat a little bit off the spoon.
I would love to.
Get it all. I heard you like eat the spoon on that one.
No, I scraped it with
You're
my
like
hand.
clickety clickety. Oh. Let's grab ourselves some legs. Let me get some couple of, that's fine. Ooh, there we go. Pulling some of the meat out and then frying it all crispy like, which is super good. And putting it back in the shell so you have a little thing to eat out of. And it is...
Sizzling.
So good. This lobster died for a good reason. He died for a good cause.
Yum. It's good.
What do you think? Is that pretty good?
I love it.
So, watch closely. You take one of these. We take it backwards like that, and that's what we want. We want this to come out of it, right? Then we can go here to the middle one. Same thing. We want to get all those tendons out. It just needs a little crack there that you heard, so I can hop it. But this is what you want. Yeah, I didn't really quite get enough time, but Nicole?
Thank you.
Oh yes, Nicole. How's that?
That's good.
Very different than the tail, though, right?
It doesn't taste like anything.
Does it taste like anything?
It just tastes good.
I would say good is something. The object here is not to smash it, but just give it a little crack and go like this, and then pull out. Wah-ha! Look at all that meat. Look at all that meat that normally gets thrown away. No, stop. You just need one break in this. Nicole, you didn't listen to anything I just said. This is so horrible. There's 1,000 biting flies in here. It's got to be midnight. Just sprayed them all with the... It's not working. Alright, I'll say it. We're cursed. That's it. It's the only explanation here. We're cursed. Look at which way the smoke is going. It's not even coming in from there. Yeah. Literally, if we'd stayed at the other spot, we would have been better. There's no way we would have had these here. Cannot believe this. What's worse, I just checked the weather and it's supposed to be no wind like this for like 2 days. Gotta figure something out. This is horrible. All right. It's like 1 a.m. now. I've locked myself in the aft cabin. I got a bug screen on this. They can't pass through. Just for the freezer. I don't want the freezer to be without air. But I got blocked off these. I can't get in that. And then this one too. There's no space. They can't get in that. It's not great, but it could be worse. This room has the least amount of no-see-ums, but to give you an idea, yeah, you see them. Every one of these is a biting fly. Every single one of these is a biting fly. It's horrible. So, I've got all my fans in here. This stuff, like, actually burns my skin a little bit. And it's just lemon eucalyptus oil. Pretty strong. I can't stand the smell of it. So they must hate it. Feel myself getting bit as much. I've got the smoker back there. Got 2 incense going in here. So in other words, I've locked myself in a box with practically no airflow and a ton of smoke and eucalyptus oil and lemon oil. I sprayed the door before I went in here with a whole bunch of eucalyptus lemon oil. And hopefully that keeps them out until dawn. And at least normally when the sun comes out, they won't be out because the sun burns them because their bodies are too darn small. So bad. Yeah, this is making me rethink like no-see-um proofing my boat. Oh, yep, nope, they're coming back. They're trying to attack again. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get under a sheet again. I don't even know if this stuff really works or if it's just numbing my body where they're gonna be biting. Yeah, this is horrible. Absolutely horrible. If we had known, we wouldn't have come here in the middle of the night. Like all of this stuff. It's apocalyptic is what it is. Like what do they even eat when they can't get people, you know? Look at how smoky it is. It's so smoky. But you know what it's not? Buggy. Got a fan on me here. Got a fan on me down there. I'm gonna put an audiobook on because it's like 1:30 in the morning. And I'll be damned if I am gonna let these demon bugs win. And yeah, this is my night right here. This is how I'm gonna stay alive. I hate no-see-ums. They are the absolute worst. Not even as bad as mosquitoes, because at least the size of mosquitoes prevents them a little bit more from getting in places. Horrible.
Thanks for joining me on this adventure. I hope you feel inspired to begin adventures of your own. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For an exclusive, in-depth look at this adventure lifestyle and to further support my channel, become a member of my Patreon crew. Link in the description. I'll see you on the next adventure.